My name is Chris Lindquist with Ad Astra Realty located outside of Kansas City, Missouri, and I'm going to give you 7 questions you should be asking any prospective property manager before you hire them. So one of the 7 questions I'm going to have you ask, the first one is going to be, are you licensed? Here in the state of Kansas, there is no requirement to be licensed to do residential property management. I know, crazy, right? In Missouri, it is considered a real estate activity. So make sure, whether you're looking in Cleveland or Pittsburgh or down in somewhere Alabama, make sure you know whether your property manager is supposed to be licensed or not. The second thing you want to know is, how does insurance work? I'm a big believer that maybe you want to have your properties in an LLC or maybe multiple LLCs, but I'm a bigger believer that you should have really great homeowners insurance. And is the property manager, do they carry their own insurance? Are you indemnifying the property manager? There's no right or wrong around all of this, because sometimes it's hard to have insurance for 900 properties, but you need to know how the insurance works in conjunction with your property manager before you make your final decision. Now, I want you to stick around, because in the show notes, I'm going to have a link to these 7 questions and the answers that Ad Astra Realty provides. Also, I'm going to give you our pricing, because if you want to learn what our pricing is and how we make money and how we help you make money, it's all going to be in that document. Number 3 is, how do late fees work? Again, no right or wrong answer on this. You just want to make sure you and your property manager are on the same page. I know some property managers that they keep all of the late fee because they're the ones that are chasing the people down. I'm of a different ilk on this. I basically believe, hey, we're the ones that put the tenants in there. We're the ones that should be chasing the money down. Some people split it 50-50. So as an owner, you're going to want to ask your property manager, how do late fees work and who gets those late fees? That way you'll have clear understanding. Number 4 is, how does maintenance work? You want to be sure that you understand the fees around maintenance. It could be that there's a markup for maintenance. It could be that the property management company has some internal maintenance. And lastly, it could be that it's just a complete pass-through for the property management company. Maintenance is a lot of work. Maintenance is the pinch point in the hourglass that is property management. So be sure that you understand who's charging for maintenance, how it's being charged, is there any upcharge on that? And by the way, do those vendors have insurance? See the insurance question from before. Who are my points of contact? Well, if you are working with one person and that person owns the company and they do everything because maybe they only have 50 or 60 homes, that's probably going to be your point of contact. But what if you're talking to a company like ours, where we have over 850 homes that we manage? We have 19 people that work for us between maintenance and virtual assistants and our employees. You're going to want to know who your contact person is at the property management company. Maybe it's 2 or 3 people, and maybe the buck stops with one particular person. But don't you want to know that before you're being passed from person to person to person? Know who helps you so that you know who to contact. Number 6 are, how are my funds accounted for? Or the better question is, how do I make sure that all the money that's coming to me is coming to me? Listen, I'm in the same boat as you. I want every dime that's owed to me, but I don't want a single penny that's not owed to me. So one of the things that we do is we use a very expensive accounting software called Appfolio. Now, that's not unique. A lot of companies use Appfolio, or they use one of the competitors of Appfolio like Rentvine. There's a number of them. But what you need to understand is, how do I make sure that all of my rents are applied properly? All of my expenses are applied properly. All of my fees are applied properly. Here at Ad Astra, one of the things we do, well, download the sheet and you'll find out exactly what we do that we're really proud of to make sure your money stays with you. And number 7, and this one's pretty important, when and how do I get paid? You want to know when your property manager will be funding your monies so that you can make your mortgage payments or to invest into your future retirement worth having. Folks, it's not wrong to understand how money flows through your house, how money flows through the property management company, so that you can know when and how you're getting paid. After all, isn't that why we're doing this? Again, my name is Chris and I'm with Ad Astra Realty, and we got started in 2008 as a company, but really the roots go all the way back to 2002. We were born from service, and listen, we are not perfect. I don't know a single property management company that is. It is hard work to work with tenants and owners and the maintenance and all of the moving parts that go along. But it is my hope that these 7 questions will help you have a better experience with your property manager. If you're looking for property management in the Kansas City area, I do want you to download that link that's in the show notes, because I want you to know our 7 answers to those 7 questions. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We're here to serve.